Hello, everyone. This is StarMass42 reporting to you on May 24th, 2026. And today we're gonna be opening these Pokeballs. Now, I couldn't wait to do this one for another video, so that's why I'm doing it in double. Yeah, so basically, background is that went to my local Best Buy. They had a bunch of these tins, so I decided to get a Moonball. And for this one, though, I've had this thing for a while, but I haven't opened it yet. But you can literally see the dust on top of it. Or at least I can, because I don't think y'all can because of the light. But anyway, yeah, and actually, the Pokeballs, there were actually a lot of them. Not like as in I got there like when they were on restock. As in, I walked in and they were literally just there. And so, yeah, Best Buy starting to implement limits now, which is good. Because trying to collect stuff nowadays is that pe- people just think about more of how much can this make me for profit. Like that's the problem with trying to collect stuff nowadays. Because literally, one of the other current things that people are going after are these weird stress toys called Nidos. And then obviously Pokemon's not going away anytime soon. They got rid of the vending machines because of the violence, but still expect your local scalpers at your local stores. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and open these up. Because each tin contains free packs, and depending on which one you have, either two stickers or a coin. This one here has two stickers, meanwhile, this one has a coin. As for this Pokeball, it was from all the way back in 2023, so basically Gen 8. It's either Gen 8 or early Gen 9. As for this one, is obviously Gen 9 because it's still recent. I gotta remember to align the cameras right. Alright, so trying to see what probably I'm probably gonna flip a coin. It's not gonna be a Pokemon one. I'll do Pokemon one next time. But or yeah, got a quarter right here. I'm gonna flip. If it's heads, we're gonna do modern one first. If it's tails, then we're gonna do the older one second. Before you asked me to just keep this one sealed, I got a Pokemon Go edition one, and so yeah, I tend not to. I tend not to have duplicates of sealed stuff because honestly, it just ruins it for everyone else. Because if you have like more than five of of the same sealed product, then that will technically make you a scalper, not a collector. So let's go ahead and flip. And it's tails. So we're gonna start with the older one first. Yeah, 'cause as you can see from the side right here, I don't think y'all can read that right, but for me it says the Pokemon TCG Pokeball Tin contains free Pokemon TCG booster packs and one coin. They don't tell you what kind of coin it is, but yeah, y'all know me how I like stuff sealed, having the plastic around it. But once again, plastic is starting to become controversial. Or not starting to, it's been controversial, but yeah. Okay. Now for Pokeballs, they usually sell for around $15 to $20 for retail. If you get it for like $40 or more, then it's basically a ripoff. Because you gotta do math here. Like, how many booster packs are you getting like per the special product? 10, 10 Elite Trainer box, etc. Yeah, because that's the one thing I hate about people that just look at the prices. Like they they look more at the price instead of how much they're getting per dollar. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, no, this is Scarlet and Violet edition because the back said 2023. Ah, okay, here's a new one. Seriously, why does it feel like that? And here's our coin. Okay, seriously, I have like a bunch of this one specifically. I've played Scarlet and Violet. I just keep forgetting that bird's name. In fact, it was literally my starter Pokemon in Scarlet. All right, but anyway, put the coin up there. So here's our free packs. 2023. Just remember that. And so, let's see what we're gonna pick. You know what? I'll probably start off with, or these two are the same, so we're gonna put these together. And uh, Obsidian Flames are up right here. We're gonna flip with this coin. If we get heads, then we're gonna do the Obsidian Flames first. If we get tails, then we get these two second. So let's go ahead and flip. Y'all can't see it, but it was heads. All right, heads. Okay, I already forgot what. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, heads was this, tails was Scarlet and Violet. Okay, go. Well, since this is an older pack, this means that the TCG live code is a lot older. And by the way, which y'all are not getting because it's my code card, not y'all's. Hold on. Yeah, is the energy on the back? Yeah, energy's on the back. Add a check, cause if it's an older pack you're opening, then then the energy is in a different spot. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. Fire energy for the start. Yeah, here's another thing I want to mention when opening these packs. The videos that make me mad are just the people that open up the packs, then they just go straight to the end to see what they get. Like, when I watch those videos, that tells me that they care more about profits than the actual card. Even though most of these cards are bulk, you can still trade them to people that actually want them. You could just do that instead of just throwing them out. So yeah, here we go. Weasel, Bun Sweet, Magnemite. Okay, yeah, that light saturation is terrible. Larvesta, Bellabot. No trainer card. What's trainer card? Flamigo. You gotta read it right. It doesn't say Flamingo. Ronz. Uh, Ronzong, I believe. Electrike. And by the way, apparently I heard that if you're playing the games, not the TCG one, the video games, this Pokemon doesn't really have a super effective against it because it has the ability to levitate. So unless you can get it on the ground, then you won't be able to use ground type moves. And we're getting something big on the back. So Frogadier and yeah. Oh wait, I think I already have this card. Yeah, but hey, EX is in the X. Honestly, I don't think I've opened a lot of Obsidian Flames. Let's go ahead and start with the Scarlet and Violet. Gyarados or I forgot what the legendary for this one was. I didn't use it much for battles. But they got rid of the whole bike mechanic for the legendary thing. Because that technically breaks one of Pokemon's biggest rules. Because if you play the games, you would know that you can only carry up to 6 Pokemon in one sitting. But for Scarlet and Violet, you can carry 7. Yeah, up to 7. But that's yeah, up to 7. So let's go ahead and open this up. And go. Yeah. Better background this time. Okay, Come on. Once again, y'all are not getting the code card. We already saw with the first not first energy. Here you go. Get electric. So let's go ahead and see what we get. And there's that fish again. Palmo. That Pikachu clone. Toe School. Honestly, not one of my favorites. Rotom. See, Floatzel. Yeah, at least we can use that Weasel card if we're gonna play the TCG. Team Star Grunt. Well, there's our trainer card. Yeah, yeah, that's where I got the whole trainer card. You don't really get a lot of trainer card. Yeah, because the video a couple of days ago, we got a lot of them. Yeah, that's probably our first one. But anyway, Cario, Slowpoke. Oh, look at that, it's got rest. Okay, really? It doesn't even heal the full. Okay, Bombardier. Or Bombardier. Uh, you know what? That card actually takes me back. Because I remember for my sister's birthday, she got this Gyarados tin with the shiny Gyarados promo. But she no longer has the card. She traded it for something. I forgot what it was. But that was like back during X and Y. If it wasn't X and Y, then it was late Black and White. That was when we started Pokemon. Because our friend introduced it to us. Here's the last one for this tin. Okay, so I'm starting it out with a grass type energy. Alright, there's that Pokemon again. I want to try to keep the Gyarados card on top. Okay. Okay, hold on. Are you serious? Is this the... I was about to say, was that the exact same deck? Yeah, what are the odds of getting almost the exact same cards? At least that one's hollow, but still, still, I cannot believe that. Yeah, literally, first four cards. Those were the exact same cards we got from the last booster. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to go ahead and put these cards to the side because the next 10 isn't gonna have a lot. Forgot to mention that last Pokeball. That was the classic one. For those that don't know, this one's the Moonball. I got confused with the Dust Ball the other day, but it in the games when you try to catch a wild Pokemon in a Moonball, the chances of it getting caught are higher if it can evolve from a Moonstone. But take note, there's not a lot of Pokemon that evolve with the Moonstone. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to use. This one contains stickers, so yeah, something that me and my sister don't like. Because honestly, I just keep the stick. I don't really use the stickers at. Wait, no, I don't even use stickers at all. I just keep them in pristine condition. Alright, so there's the moon ball. See, Twilight Masquerade. This is all just this is all just Twilight Masquerade. And before you tell me that it's labeled on the wrapper, like no, it's not. It'll just tell you what type of card you'll get, but it won't tell you exactly what you get. So they're more of like uh, those blind box tins. Problem though with these tins is that like after you open a bunch of them, you'll put the clone ones like at your local collector store for dirt cheap. Okay, I'm pretty worried about this one. 'Cause look at how loose it is. I literally got this at not games. I got it from Best Buy the other day. Yeah, because literally look how loose it is. I'm telling y'all right now, I did not reseal that thing. Y'all saw that thing sealed. Like, why is there a massive air bubble? We're gonna find out right now. Because that reminds me. Quickest way to tell if a pack's been resealed is to look at the symbols on the bottom. Because if the symbols on the bottom don't match with what the booster says, then it's most likely been tampered with. Energy doesn't count though because they use the same marks for all of them. Okay, no, it hasn't been tampered with. That reminds me of that one scammer the other day. But anyway, let's see what we get. Feebas, Vulpix, Eevee, Girafarig, Enchanted Hammer. What is up with these old cards? Glalie. You're probably gonna ask me what I mean by old cards. Well, in the older TCG community, we will recognize the artwork because most of the time, well, not most of the time, sometimes they'll reuse the same artwork from older gens. Anyway, the bird, uh, Diplin. Okay, what is even this thing? I don't even know what this thing is. Hmm. All right, but anyway, oh look at that Infernape. I'll discard all energy. Okay, you ain't gonna see a lot of plays with that one. I have copies of the Team Plasma Infernape, which I did hear will fetch you about $10, but I don't plan on selling them. Even if I did, I don't think they're in good condition. They're not as like terrible condition, but at the same time, they're not like one of those like super collector conditions. Okay, this time we're getting the fire type energies because that Charizard booster box, we didn't even get any. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we get. Okay, Froakie, Phantom. Ah, yeah, I think we already got. Wait, no, we didn't get that at all. I'm mixing it up with that other pack. Slugma, Cook, Fable, uh, Tatsugiri. Just so you know, dragon types don't appear a lot in the cards. If you're playing Gen 6 or 7, then there's also the fairy type situation because fairy types were hard to get. But for some reason, after Gen 7, they got rid of the whole fairy types. It was after Gen 7, Gen 8. I forgot, but oh no, yeah, I think it was Gen 8. Still, it sucks. Yeah, Tassel, Chimecho. Yeah, there's that DLC Pokemon. Yeah, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Speaking of that, I only completed part one. I have both parts for both games, but I just haven't really reached part two yet. I did complete part one, I just haven't started part two yet. Now let's see what we get for the last one. Alright, there's a repeat. 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 Now Swirlix. Alright, there's that Toad again. Yeah, looks good at the back. Accompany Flute. Ah, there we go. I'm surprised they still make these special energies. I haven't seen these energies in a while. Hmm. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. This card is discarded by an effect of an attack used by the Pokemon. This card is attached to hmm, attach this card from your discard pile to that Pokemon after attack. Okay, so this is one of those cards that's hard to get rid of. Hmm, nice. Wacky. Nose pass. I can clearly see something's on the back of this, so let's see what it is. Right then. Oh, it's that card. Ah, nice. And do y'all remember the days when we were kids, we'd open packs, and then when we see EXs, GXs, Mega Evolution, we get all excited for it. But once again, nowadays, for most EXs, they don't fetch a lot. Yeah, and it's kind of sad too because kids will treat these cards better than adults will. Because earlier today, I saw a video of this guy that went to a Pokemon vending machine that was sold out, but the trash can next to it had a lot of Pokemon cards in it that were mainly bulk. But regardless of if they were bulk or not, he did bring a kid with him, and the kid was generally excited to finally see some Pokemon. Because hey, if if the adults won't take it, then he will. But that just shows you like how much people care about the community now. All right, but anyway, that's it. Yeah, so 6 packs, that much. If you're gonna ask me where I get my Pokemon from, Yeah, I can't really say because it's not open to the public. But in the next video, yeah, I think next video that's why I'm gonna finally do that Charizard ranking. But honestly, my least favorite part about doing the editing process is adding the prices because when I add prices, that just basically says that I would care more about the profits than the actual card. Like that's not who I am. I've been collecting cards since late Gen 5, which is black and white. But anyway, if you if you like what I make here, why not consider subscribing? It's free, and I gotta really decide like how often I make videos because right now if you look at the upload times, it's just all over the place. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off.